Good morning.
Hey, yo, what the?
10KTV.
We got a new intro now, and it's
I didn't
just
see that coming.
it's just naked Sarge with the big hat. Big hat, by the way, is here somewhere.
Yeah, after seeing
Need to
that,
burn that hat.
We might. You can
Burn that
keep it,
hat.
Sarge. We don't need to see that anymore.
All right. Well, welcome back to another episode of 10KTV presented by 10,000 Takes. Boss Man, Sarge, Jake here, and the Vikings. The Vikings. They lost pretty bad Sunday night, 22-6. McCarthy already hurt. Jake.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just goes along with the Vikings narrative every year. You know, we're all hyped up for our brand new quarterback, and then he gets injured halfway through. So, or not halfway through, but 2 games in. So, well, Sergeant, what you're looking at us? You're smirking.
No, sorry. keep
Okay,
going.
you look like you're about to say something. I'm worried about technology. So, no, but anyway, no, I don't know. I'm worried that McCarthy is going to be the guy that is always injured.
Yeah.
First preseason game last year, partial tear to his MCL. This year, ankle injury. I didn't see the play, being I was at the game of where maybe would have happened, but
He ran into KOC's office and put
Okay.
a hole in the wall midway between the injury and this year, so that was another incident to add to the list.
Yep, exactly. So, I don't know what to. I guess I don't know. I'm not surprised. This is just what it's like being a Vikings fan. I guess I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore.
Damn it. He's laughing because we thought you were going to bring up Kirk there somehow.
Oh, I mean,
We actually made bets on how quick you do
well,
it.
we it could be brought up here when we get to Carson Wentz and the Desmond Ritter discussion and stuff, but around McCarthy, I guess in general, as a Vikings fan, I guess I'm not shocked that a quarterback's injured. I don't know. I don't need to bring up Kirk yet. Maybe.
You just did.
Well, I brought him
Also-
up in a way because
Sarge, are we supposed to be able to see the Instagram chat?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Sorry, if you've been commenting on Instagram, we missed you. Why the long face? Yeah.
Oh, on
yeah,
Instagram. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
We do have long faces.
Well, this is just on theme for a post Vikings loss. So I
Yeah.
have long faces, Minnesota fans, but
long
whatever.
faces. No, I actually did see an interesting tweet here about JJ McCarthy. This is a screenshot from Minnesota Vikings Reddit by uTuples17. JJ had a baby 3 days before the game, and when your wife gives birth, it results in the man's testosterone dropping by 20 to 30% for the next couple of days if he's present and slowly returns to normal. Do you think this impacted his play yesterday? You don't need more than a fraction of a second to look at another player. It might be because his testosterone was down, Jake. He just had a kid.
I don't.
He was sitting there in the hospital grinding film. I don't know if you saw the photo of that.
Yeah,
He was literally in the hospital with his newborn child trying to learn the playbook, or the strategy for the weekend. There was not a scenario where he was going to ball out because he was not prepared properly.
Well, devil's advocate to that is that you just had a kid. That should motivate you to go out there and ball out.
a good point.
Your first.
Now his kid's life is a failure.
Your first game as a father, you should be fucking motivated. I just, I put one in my wife, and she popped it out 9 months later, and now I'm a father. Let's
Well,
go
now
ball out against Michael
got-
Penis.
You got food to put on the table.
You do. You got
You got to perform at work. If you don't perform at work, you don't get paid. If you don't get paid, your family starves.
Yeah. I would have thought it would have been a motivating factor that you just had a kid, but I guess not.
I'm on the other side now.
Okay.
You know what? The kid should have helped.
I
It
think
didn't.
I think it should have helped,
Yeah.
but whatever. I did see that bit on the day he was out with his, out of practice, tending to his wife. He
Yeah.
was giving birth. They said that Carson Wentz came in to take the snaps as the starting quarterback, and Kevin O'Connell apparently said he had a phenomenal practice.
Oh,
It's
the
like,
writing
nope.
the writing was on the wall.
Nope. Apparently I
I
saw something like that. I'm like, don't be saying that shit. Come on now.
I can't believe this is happening, if I'm being honest. I thought it was funny that we brought him in the first place. The fact that he's playing this soon is comical. It's absurd.
I think I don't know. I was just saying before this, I'm just glad it's not Sam Howell. I'm glad we did get rid of Sam
Or
Howell.
Desmond Ritter, who's now on the roster.
What
as
what are we
well.
doing? This is just so. This is where I'll bring up Kirk Cousins.
Okay.
In the sense of, I remember when
What's the timestamp?
6:06.
a big gripe. What did you guys bet?
I did 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
I did 3.
Oh wow, I beat you both. Fuck you guys.
And we told you about the bit, too.
No, you told me about it, but no, but this is what I was gonna bring it up, and it's not to talk about like Kirk and talk about how great he was and all that. I'm just saying, I remember when we traded him or let him walk, and I was like, nope, this is a big mistake. We have an experienced quarterback. We're letting walk. We're gonna turn it. This is gonna turn into the 2009 or 2005 through 2009 pre Brett Favre era Vikings, where post Dante Culpepper, pre Brett Favre, where we went through just a carousel of quarterbacks.
Technically, Favre was on the carousel. He was only here for a year, right?
But I mean, before the success, we at least were
Oh,
successful.
yeah, you were
I guess.
successful with him.
We were successful. I'm talking about. Well, no, we're just going back down that era of the Vikings again. We're reverting back to 20 years before, where we'll still be ridiculously optimistic about every team, like we were with Travaris Jackson for whatever fucking reason.
R.I.P.
Now, granted, you know, we did back then. We didn't probably draft a quarterback like McCarthy, or at least with the caliber of winning pedigree as we did back then. But I was just worried we're going to hit that point when we got rid of Kirk, and now it's starting to just fall. Those pieces are starting to fall there. I
don't know, though, dude.
turn into that.
The last time that we brought in a ginger to be the quarterback of the team, some good stuff happened, at least during the regular season. So
I guess
overlook that.
I know. I guess Carson Wentz. I guess it comes down to, do we trust Carson Wentz if he ends up being the quarterback for the rest of the year for whatever reason? If he gets into the playoffs, can he win a game? Maybe. I
have. We're gonna do a little overreaction segment. I'm gonna break that down.
Yeah.
On some Carson Wentz stuff, because this is, like I said, this is absurd. We're doing it already, and then the Desmond Ritter thing happens, and then Cam Akers gets signed again. People, I think, were making jokes about it either before it happened today or like right after the news dropped. But the fact that we've signed Cam Akers during the year 3 years in a row now is hilarious. He's got a better dynasty going with that than Mahomes in Super Bowls. They couldn't do 3 in a row. Cam Akers signed with the Vikings 3 times in a row.
Can we just stop this from happening in the future and just sign him to like a 3-year contract now at this point?
Or just have him on the practice squad and then just elevate him when the inevitable happens and one of our running backs gets hurt.
That is. I thought that was a hoax for a second when I had first saw that. I'm like, oh, Cam Akers signing. Oh, funny. Oh shit, no, yeah, that's legit. Because
also, how hasn't he gotten a job anywhere else yet?
I don't know, because he hasn't. He wouldn't be bad when he played with us.
No,
I thought he would at least have a second running back
spot. Who was the third string running back? Ty Chandler, and then when he went down.
I don't know.
Or
was it Chandler?
Is he just a specialist now?
I think Chandler was the third back.
Okay.
It wasn't that. Whatever. I forgot that guy's name that was in the preseason that was looking good. But
yeah,
I think Ty Chandler was the third guy, and then he's down, and then so I don't know. I guess it makes sense.
Yeah,
there's no other options.
The O-line was horrible. Darasaw's absence is very apparent at this point. Is it Justin Skoll?
School or Skull?
Yeah, everyone when we drafted him thought, perfect name, sounds like Skull. This guy's, the prodigy. He makes way too much sense, right? What makes more sense is that he is just god awful at his position, and that he's probably going to get cut at some point during the season because he was on his ass a lot. He was bad. It
was traumatizing to watch. You have, and like I've said, I can have my quarrels with McCarthy, but he's a 22-year-old quarterback that's trying to learn and adapt to this very fast game that's different from college football. And when he has no time to adapt when he has a guy in his face after a second. So it's like that got really frustrating.
That's why, that's the counter argument to any McCarthy hate, which of course people from every other fan base but the Vikings are going to just, flip to the narrative that he sucks and he's a bust. But it's hard to judge when he doesn't have time to throw the ball.
No, exactly.
Like, I think if you want to truly judge the skill of a quarterback, he needs to have at least 2 seconds per throw.
Which is asking for a lot.
Yeah.
Watching like Mike Zimmer era with Kirk Cousins again.
He just got murdered every other play.
He got murdered, and if we got 2.5 seconds out of a Kirk Cousins, like when he stepped back or whatever in the pocket, we loved it. And if we could just get that out of McCarthy at least, which is sad, we should be getting 3 seconds, not more. But he didn't really have a lot of time. I will say, yeah, there were a few plays, I think passes that McCarthy, he underthrew a couple. There was one from our angle where we were watching the game. He tried to throw a out route to Thielen or something on the right, underthrew him, but Justin Jefferson was streaking down the left sideline almost wide open.
Right.
So there's stuff like, but then again, he might have not had the most time to throw the ball. He's a young quarterback. As someone,
dad, he's got 20 to 30% less testosterone.
right? And as Blakey PB says here, you know, you got to give it time. Like you can't, yeah. With J.J. McCarthy especially, like I said last week, you can't be giving them unrealistic expectations. I think there were a lot of people thinking he was going to be Tom Brady right away.
Yeah.
It's like, that's just not, he's going to have to, this is what the direction they're going with. This is a realistic outline. You got to be patient if he's going to be truly the future quarterback. We're going to have to be patient with them, and that's just how it is. And I don't think people like that because they want to win now. It's like, well, you should have been on the train of either A, keeping Kirk Cousins, or signing Aaron Rodgers, or whatever. But if we're rolling with McCarthy and you support that, it's going to be 2 or 3 years here, folks. Just calm down, be patient.
Sarge and I were talking about before the show. I'm like, this is a win now roster. Like
what's sad.
This isn't a sacrifice a couple of years for you to develop your franchise QB. Like you have one of the best receivers in the game right now locked up. You have a great defense. You have a D coordinator who might get a head coaching job at some point. You have Harrison Smith at safety, who unfortunately hasn't played yet, but this is probably his last year. Yeah, this is a roster that you need to win now, and unfortunately, the only missing piece is the most important.
Is an experienced quarterback,
right?
I wouldn't say it's McCarthy sucks. Well, no, he's a young quarterback. He's got a. That's how it is. And I would say our O-line is good when we have Darisaw, and didn't we have our backup center in?
Our third string center, I guess, at one point. I also made the joke on on Sunday, what's Dalton Reisner doing? Because this is the point of the year where we start talking about him as well. Like, this is actually, I think it usually comes around week 5 or 6 when there's like more injuries. We're usually not this banged up this fast, but I was gonna say all the same things usually happen in this one amount of time. It's 3 narratives. It's fire PJ Fleck, which we're actually already experiencing now. What's Dalton Reisner doing? I think he got signed somewhere, didn't he? I
did.
Think, like right before the year started. Maybe Miami. I don't know. And then Cam Akers. This is time's a flat circle because all 3 of those things at least have happened in this room in the last hour. It's just time doesn't progress.
Well, I'd like to see a reunion. We already signed Thielen. We got Cam Akers.
Yeah.
Bring Dalton Reisner in, and when
basically 2022 all over again.
And
23.
Yeah, exactly. When J.J. McCarthy doesn't recover as quickly as we thought, or he keeps getting injured, and Carson Wentz gets beaten up, just trade for Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is. Dude, they were panning to him so much during the broadcast. I was like, they know what they're doing right now. Like, they're not just showing they don't show the backup quarterback this much on a national broadcast. I'm like, they're painting a narrative right now, and I'm kind of buying into it from what I'm seeing.
I know we joke about it. I know I like Kirk. We did the whole Kirk bit. We talk about, but realistically, like, he's just sitting on the sideline. He probably is healed from his injuries from last year. The guy deserves a stint to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And realistically, if McCarthy is struggling with injuries and Wentz is fucking up, and we have to go with Desmond fucking Ritter, like,
start Brosmer
start Brosmer.
Yeah, over Ritter.
Or if they're not comfortable doing that, you got to give Atlanta a call. Give a call to the guy who has unfinished business and knows the system.
Oh,
he's
God.
familiar. I'm telling you,
dude,
it's a realistic option.
Your haters of the impression are going to fucking kill themselves.
Can you imagine if
he
resigns?
resigns?
And it's just like,
and then you're like, you can just do the I'm back thing.
Yeah,
I'm back.
The people that would be like, I am no longer a Vikings fan.
Yeah,
It would be insane.
People would do the tweets like, when like a president loses and then someone does like, or a presidential candidate, and someone does the tweet of like, I can't live here anymore. I'm going to move to Sweden where they know how to. People would do that with the Vikings. Like, I can no longer support this organization. I am now going to be a fan of the Green Bay Packers who know how to run an organization.
I'm moving to Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Green
You get
Bay.
so many of those.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, it who knows though? It might be a bidding war because what's Cincinnati gonna do? I mean, another outrageous thing is you just see the graphics already of Carson Wentz versus Jake Browning on Sunday. I was seeing comments that were saying, "Flex this game to Wednesday morning," like, and it's technically this is technically a revenge game for the Vikings because the last time Jake Browning played against the Vikings was before Christmas a couple seasons ago. He ended up winning in US Bank Stadium against Nick fucking Mullins. And
I thought it was in Cincinnati.
4 tush. Oh, you might be right.
But
it was Cincinnati. That's right.
Still.
It was 4 tush pushes in a row with Nick Mullins. It was a disaster. And then Jake Browning gets in front of the camera and says, "You shouldn't have fucking cut me," to the Vikings. So now the Vikings are on the revenge front. It's a revenge game for us to say, we're going to shut you down. And yeah, we should have cut you because you're Jake Browning.
That was ridiculous that he made those comments after the fact that we were on our third quarterback at that point in the season and we couldn't perform a tush push to save our lives. You're still Jake Browning. You still suck.
Yeah.
And
He's got a hot girlfriend though, so he does.
That. So I guess he's set and
and
he's
Burrow gave her family his box.
Yeah, I guess. Yep. But I think it is funny though that now we're playing them now 2 years later. Another battle of the backup quarterbacks. We're still not playing them with a starting quarterback.
It's like Game of Thrones, the Battle of the Bastards, rated one of the best episodes of all time. This is the Battle of the Backups, and it's not going to be epic, I don't think.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting game. This is just Vikings football, I guess. This has been Vikings football the last couple years since Kirk got injured. Well, Sam Darnold was the quarterback all of last year, though. Didn't get injured, so we had that. But
I would also like to give a big fuck you to the Falcons TikTok account for featuring me in their video of the video of me drinking whiskey in the shower and not crediting me in it. It's not a very classy thing to do as a professionally run organization. You should understand social media account holders' rights and give credit to creators. Did not expect to be in that. That was not on the bingo card, but it was a good video. It was a good chuckle. Also, if I were the Falcons, I'd be slightly worried because they didn't look good either.
No.
We looked worse.
No.
But they did like a bring ya ass meme. Like, it was way too much for the Atlanta fucking Falcons.
You won 15-6 against a kind of depleted O-line and a
depleted defense as well. No Cashman, no
no
Harrison Smith.
And they still didn't look all that great offensively. I mean, Michael Penix made some good throws, and I think he's decent, but they scored 15 points.
Yeah.
I mean,
22.
They did score 20. That's right. I tuned out the last part of the game.
But 22 points,
Whatever.
Parker Romo. Revenge game for him as well. There was a lot of storylines here.
There were.
We shouldn't have cut him.
No.
He was a dog on Sunday.
No. Well, Riker was the only reason
also.
we stayed on the board, though. At least it could have been 22-3, 22-0 if he misses his field goals. So
Sunday night's game was basically a soccer match with all the kicking. Or score-wise at one point, we said it was like a Tuesday against the Red Sox at Target Field, like 15-7. That's what it felt like at one point.
It was.
It was just a gross game.
Got a little back. It's for a Sunday night game with all that hype after the Chicago game. McCarthy coming in and making his home debut. Yeah, it was really kind of disappointing.
Good thing we have like 7 more primetime games to, show the nation what we got.
Yeah, show them which quarterback will be. You can play a new game show. Which quarterback will be starting for the Vikings today?
Yeah.
So
what do you think what's the NFL record for the most quarterbacks started in 1 year? It honestly, 2023 we did Kurt,
Jaron
Hall, Josh Dobbs, Nick Mullins.
Yeah, that was it. But still, that's 4.
That's
still
a lot
still crazy.
for 17 weeks of football.
But
18 weeks, 7. Yeah.
I feel like that's something. I feel like that record was beat. What's the most?
It's got to be like 5 or 6, just based on injuries or I don't know.
Start for a team in one season.
Yeah.
Hoping that we get an answer here. I'd be very curious. The most recent record for the most different starting quarterbacks a team has had in one NFL season. What? Is 40? Set by the Browns in the 1996. What? There's no way they. No.
That's AI.
This is AI being stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, that must be like. Maybe it's taking in like I don't know, honestly.
Did you guys see too the the screenshot of KOC coaching McCarthy and like all the captions that were with it as a joke? Like, you got to throw it to the players in purple,
Yeah.
not the ones in white.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Jake, how was the game though? How fast did it clear out on Sunday? Was it like midway through the fourth?
Yeah, I think we had like that possession where it just ended bad and with like 6 minutes left and people started filing out pretty hard.
Yeah,
So,
and way too many people, including everyone in this room, did war paint.
yeah, I know. I think
Not a good look.
that wasn't a good
Now that
look.
I think about it, the war paint thing is kind of fucked up.
It is. It's like that Step Brothers meme. Like, now it's kind of fucked up because a lot more people were doing it this week, especially after the Chicago performance with McCarthy. And then I felt just like it was cool before the game, and then as the game was going on, and especially at the end, you just felt like a chump just wearing a bunch of smeared
An asshole.
smeared paint. It's and
So bad for your pores too.
yeah,
I
horrible.
was like looking
yeah.
in the mirror the next day, and I'm like, oh, this shit's so bad for your skin. I did it for nothing.
Yeah, and it's borderline now at this point, looking kind of racist. So gotta be careful there. It's just like I'm just doing this now for no reason. It was rough.
Yeah, we're
Rough
searching.
go.
We're searching for anything at this point. All right, let's do a little segment I came up with. We're gonna do overreactions. So the Vikings are 1-1 through 2 weeks, small sample size. What are some takes, predictions for the rest of the year that you guys got?
Go ahead, Jake.
JJ McCarthy is a bust.
Oh no.
Yep.
You're already sold.
Reaction. Yep. He's a bust. No, that's not my actual thought. I thought are we doing like legitimate overreactions that we think, or that
Yeah.
are just exact? Oh gosh, okay. I don't actually think JJ McCarthy is a bust. I was thinking of like exaggerated, like making fun of Vikings fans overreaction, like satirical.
Oh, you were gonna go third person with
I was
it?
going like satirical overreactions, which would be the satirical side of things would be JJ McCarthy is a bust.
Okay, well, you know what? You can make fun of me then. I'll start this off.
Yeah.
And you can react from the third person of me. I have what I believe is going to happen is that Carson Wentz is going to be elite, and once McCarthy's coming back, they're gonna stick with Wentz, and it's going to be a quarterback controversy, and
It's
I
gonna,
don't do it just after seeing what KOC has done with anyone with any experience. Like, he can turn, and if the O-line gets healthy, I've seen some reports saying that McCarthy could come back as soon as next week, which I don't believe in that. I've seen some that say up to week 6 or 7. If it's like week 6, Addison's going to be back, Darrisaw's going to be back, the defense is going to be healthy. Carson Wentz would have to just completely shit his pants to not succeed in the system, especially with KOC. And if it relatively works and he's winning games, I don't see a world where they're going to be able to be like, all right, let's throw the kid back in while we're, maybe neck and neck with the Packers and the Lions for the division. I think it could happen. And I don't know if I'm even rooting for it to happen because I want McCarthy to be good, but I also don't want to just outright lose games.
no, you
want to win games, but if we're winning in such convincing fashion, it's going to be a hard decision. And I don't know why you wouldn't choose to keep winning.
No, I would agree. I was thinking the same thing. I think Carson Wentz could actually be really good in this team. Like I said, people are ripping on Daniel Jones and Wentz. Oh, I don't know. Guys, Sam Darnold went 14-3 on this team. You see Sam Darnold before he came here? He had less of a winning pedigree than Carson fucking Wentz. So
And Daniel Jones looks really good.
Yeah,
he's one of the best QBs in the league right now.
We should have tried to keep him, but there was no way he was going to stay for himself because he wanted to start. And if we weren't going to
clearly deserve to be a starter too.
I thought Daniel Jones could have been great in the Vikings. That's another overreaction, but Daniel Jones would have been great on this team. I think
100%.
I think we would have competed well with this. What I think is a win now roster.
He's better on a worse offense technically.
Yeah.
The Colts offense is good, but the Vikings offense is elite.
Yeah, I think if I'm McCarthy though, I am a little worried. Like if Wentz does start going, like I don't think. To be honest with you, I don't think McCarthy's back in 2 weeks. I think it's gonna be like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And if we win every game and we're looking
a high
good.
ankle sprain. That looked so painful too. I honestly thought like KOC was like, all right, man, just go down and pretend your ankle's hurt. Like, go be a dad for a couple weeks. Take a break from all this bullshit. Just, you've had a rough outing here tonight. Let's just say you're hurt. Give you some time off. Maybe this was all just a smokescreen for McCarthy just needing a little bit of a reset after an abysmal performance. Not all on his fault. That pick at the end of the game was really bad, where he overthrew the receiver by about 30 yards.
Yeah.
Sarge, did you have any that you wanted to share?
I don't know. You just explained my biggest fear, though. If Carson Wentz is good, oh my God, I hope they win like 13-10 meat grinders. So it's like, all right, we got the guy. Like we don't need this
Right.
guy.
Like, he's good enough to win games, but not good enough to where at least you got to try with McCarthy again. Because like I said, though, dude, if he's playing really well, like, you know what's going to happen.
Well, this is a really good Vikings team, and we said if they had an experienced quarterback, they could honestly compete. And Carson Wentz's experience, he's been beaten up a lot. That's what I worry, is that he can get injured again. But
It's like doing cocaine watching him play.
yeah,
It really is. Like, he might throw for 500 yards, or he might throw 5 interceptions.
yeah, you don't know.
It's like
He is kind of a gunslinger.
shaking a magic 8-ball.
But with KOC and this team, anything could happen. This is the Vikings' way, though, to always end up going with an unexpected quarterback and then making the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
Like when Case Keenum came in for Sam Bradford, Sam Bradford was our guy, but he got another knee injury, and people were like, Case fucking Keenum, really? Okay, well, here we go. And then he just went off, and then we made a run in the playoffs, and Minneapolis Miracle happened. I mean, this is what it's looking like it's going to be.
The last time Carson Wentz was in U.S. Bank Stadium, he won a Super Bowl. Did he play in the Super Bowl? No, but he did bring that team to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. He single-handedly, he led them to that number 1 seed.
Yeah.
That literally set it up for Nick Foles to have kind of an easy path to the Super Bowl. Not dogging on Big Dick Nick. He did beat the Patriots in a very great game, and he ended up not doing the best after that. But
yeah,
this is just, I feel like Carson Wentz, he's going to, in his mind, he's like, this is a big prove-it game.
Yeah.
For me.
No, I think this is like a back against the wall. Like, if I don't perform here, like, I might as well just hunt ducks full time. Maybe create a YouTube channel, do that. I have 2 more overreactions.
Let's hear 'em.
They're technically, you could bundle them into one. I think this is Thielen and Jones's last year as NFL football players.
You think so? Yeah.
I think it might be time after this year for both of them to hang him up.
Yeah, Thielen is definitely slower.
Yep.
Jones is just already taken a big step back.
Sick touchdown week 1, but
yeah.
He's hurt already. And he had health problems last year. I get, that was kind of the downside to signing him. Jordan Mason, running back, one of the future, I would say. But I think those two, this is probably it. Great careers. Pre-congratulations on Adam Thielen and Aaron Jones' retirement.
Yep, already
Really congrats to them and hopefully a lifetime of success.
Congrats to the contributions that you gave to this organization.
Yep.
I guess I have a couple more overreactions. Fire Kevin O'Connell. The experiment is over.
People said that on FanLine. Dead serious, by the way.
No, not.
I would audibly laughed out loud when I heard that.
Very much disagree with that. Realistically, trade for Kirk Cousins. If Wentz doesn't work out and McCarthy is still injured or whatever, trade for Kirk Cousins.
You might have to outbid the Bengals, Jake.
Yeah, well, fuck the Bengals.
They're in a pretty similar situation, although their quarterback's hurt for the year.
Yeah,
and he's an MVP caliber. You got to think, like, if you're a Bengals fan, you really got to be fucking sad right now.
Yeah.
It's like every other year Burrow gets a season-ending injury.
Well,
I know they say 3 months, but they say that's being really optimistic.
That's being cut. So if and even if he comes back, I mean, that's 3 months away from playing football. So it's not going to be the same. So I do feel bad for them. We're at least in a situation where we feel like we're 1-1. It's manageable to still try to win some games here and there. Like we said before.
Still got a good defense.
Yeah, we still got it.
Great coaching. Like
we said this was what we were worried about, like before we traded Sam Howell and we were in preseason or even before that we're like, McCarthy goes down or he's struggling, like who the hell is going to be a quarterback to win a couple games?
We said this all summer.
Yeah.
Remember people were like, why are these guys bitching about the depth of the QB position? And
this is why.
Welcome. Week 3.
We're week 3. We're 1-1. The
We're already
season's not
talking about
dead.
it.
So it's like, Carson Wentz might be that guy to maybe keep us above water for a few weeks if he's win a couple games, if he's not being elite and McCarthy comes back. But I really do think Wentz is going to. There's a big part of me that thinks he's going to ball out.
I think he's going to ball out.
I think he is too with this team. He's going to
It's
come
gonna
out
be-
and be like,
it's going to be so funny.
I was with the Colts and we, got fucked over there a little bit, and with the Commanders, and then was a backup the last 2 years. He's
Really bad with the Chiefs. I don't think
Yeah.
he saw the field for the Rams. Maybe like week 18.
all I know is Sam Darnold is the template. If he can do
Yeah.
it, almost any other quarterback can do it that has had experience in the league and has had some success. So I think Wentz is another red rocket that we got to keep experimenting with these redheads. One of them's got to win it. For
One
us.
of them's got to work. And
Yeah.
if not, we'll just,
We'll go to Andy Dalton.
yeah.
Not him. Then we'll I don't know, other redheads.
I think those are all the redheads in the league.
we named
I
them
can't
all.
think of any other quarterbacks that are redheads.
I don't
Maybe
know.
a rookie here and there or something.
Yeah. Otherwise, those are
What
the
about
big three.
wasn't the TCU kid Max
Duggan?
Duggan? Wasn't he a redhead?
I don't think he was.
Thought he was like
Andy Dalton,
blonde ginger.
Yeah, he might have been. Andy Dalton, ironically, did play at TCU, I think. So
If this doesn't work, start Brosmer and just say fuck it. Just throw all the chips in the middle.
Brosmer looks so good in preseason. I mean, he's got to have a good O line. He's also he's a first year quarterback. I mean, at least McCarthy didn't play, but at least he had a year of
Sitting
being in
and
practice,
watching.
sitting, watching, waiting,
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'd be big on Brosmer if he started. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Last crazy prediction I have, the team sucks, is that ticket prices will somehow still stay the same because that's just how these things go. I don't understand it. If the team continues to lose, it'll still cost $400 to get upper level seat during a primetime game, even if we're 3-7 come week 11 or 12. Yeah, and also last thing I want to say too is if this level of play continues, and like you said, Sarge, we're playing meat grinder games, that's going to be a tough place to play in Dublin for their first time seeing football. They're going to be like, this is fucking gross.
Yeah.
If it's Carson Wentz putting up 13 points a game, that's going to be a real tough welcome to the NFL for the country of Ireland.
Yeah, we should see a Carson Wentz, Joe Flacco. That's the London game, right?
Yeah, it would have been
Browns.
really good about a decade ago.
Carson. Yeah, right.
Years ago.
They're
yeah, that
still-
would have
they're
been
still
a
in the
fucking
league.
blockbuster match.
Carson Wentz, Rodgers.
It should be Brosmer versus Shador.
Yeah,
Let's get
fuck
weird.
it. Isn't Shadur the third string too?
Yeah.
And he was expected to be competing for the starting job.
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Oh, guess what? He's a third string on the Browns, but a report came out this week that the Ravens were going to draft him, but he said he didn't want to be a backup for the Ravens.
Bro, now you're a third
Now
stringer.
you're a third string for the worst.
That's so fucking funny, dude. Like you did
What
that
an
to yourself,
idiot.
man. But you have I feel like you have like a similar style to Lamar Jackson. I feel like you can learn a lot from
Yeah.
him. Like you're a very mobile quarterback. There's a lot that's a good fit for you. And I don't know. That's stupid.
Last thing on the Browns while we're at it. The Browns official Twitter account wished Deshaun Watson a happy birthday on Sunday.
That's just so
They
weird.
do it every year, and it's
Yeah.
go right to the comments.
That's so funny.
Oh, it's so bad.
Where's
All right.
Watson's still not on the Browns, is he?
Yes, he is.
Is he the backup?
He's like I think
What?
he's still on IR because he technically got hurt late in the last year and had surgery. So I think he's
bizarre.
he's technically on IR or maybe PUP or whatever.
I mean, he's only 30 years old, and he hasn't really done anything as bad in terms of his performance on the field.
Yes, on the field.
On the field, that has warranted him to be kicked out of, or like not get knocked out of the league. But there's been other off the field issues that have obviously come up.
Not
but
been as happy
Nope.
of an ending.
Nope.
All right, Gophers. We'll transition to some more good football. Gophers lose 27-14 to Cal on Saturday night. 9:30 kickoff, dude. I passed out in like the early fourth quarter. I mean, they weren't exciting me enough to stay awake. If I'm being honest, it was just a very vanilla game up until the end. Apparently, Coy Parrish, maybe his worst performance
Well, just
of
that,
football ever.
like he did his punt returns were just questionable. Like he did a fair catch at the 1.
Yep.
Let that ball go, and then that bouncing, rolling ball, and like it did look like it took a bad bounce on him at the last second. But this isn't a baseball; this is a football.
Right.
Like so many times they just say, "Hey, let it go." Like, special teams coaches have got to be telling them to just let that ball go. That might have rolled in the end zone, or maybe it goes to the 2. Who cares? We at least get the ball. Like, we had momentum at that point. Like,
Right.
it was 17-14. But also before that, like, PJ Fleck is running a run up the middle on 3rd and 7 at their 35-yard line.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just watching this. What are you doing?
like he's trying to cover the spread or something.
It's like this is the PJ way, I guess, running up. You have Drake fucking Lindsay, who still puts up over 200 yards.
And they were throwing really well in the first half,
They were.
especially after the second string running back goes down, and
Yeah.
then eventually the third string went down. I don't know why you don't just switch to the air raid offense. Also, CM3DE on X said Timu Cooper DeJean needs to be benched next week. No questions asked.
Timu. We're not benching Coy Parrish, okay?
No.
That's a bit of an overreaction. I think I'm not big on blaming one play because in the end, probably shouldn't have come down to that.
No.
But also, it's a routine play. It's a punt return. You don't just do that. Like,
PJ
it
also
just killed it.
had the play call in the second quarter, I think it was, where he just it was the quick snap and then turn and throw to the wide receiver. It was to Coy Parrish, and then he took 2 steps back to throw it and just got jackknifed at the line.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a very
what are we doing?
that was a
PJ?
very questionable play call. I
What
know
are-
we wanted to get him to throw it, but they read that like a fucking book.
Either draw plays up the middle or terribly designed trick plays. Yeah, I mean, this is the PJ experience. Like I said, I've already seen people calling for his head. I mean, it's like Christmas or New Year's, Easter. These are annual events that we circle on the calendar, and PJ, people saying this guy sucks. Why do we extend him? It's already begun. The first loss to Cal.
The PJ haters, they are going to thrive on this game.
It's like Groundhog's Day for them, pretty
Yeah.
much.
They're almost having, probably having aneurysms, probably overreacting, freaking out. Yeah, they should have won that game. I didn't think that quarterback for Cal was all that great. Forgot what his
No,
it was
outside
like
of being able to
Stefan
scramble.
Napoli, whatever his name was. I couldn't pronounce the damn name. But
And then they kept cutting the camera to the guy on their defense who was charged for targeting last game, so he couldn't play the first half of this game. But they just panned him on the bench, and he was always smiling. And then they put him in the game, and he's like sitting there, like smiling. And I'm like, it's kind of almost giving Jason Garrett vibes. Like, is this a serial killer, or is this guy actually just happy all the time? I'm not sure.
yeah, he's on something.
Yeah, just inexcusable game, not good. And Jake, is the dream of the college football playoff officially dead?
No, it's not. The college
Gotta win
football
out,
playoff is
though.
not dead.
Gotta win out.
California's no, you don't necessarily have to win out, but you probably have to go 7-2 in the
Made
Big
it
Ten.
a lot harder.
They did make it a lot harder, but realistically speaking, they should have beat Cal. But no, that's not dead. They're the conference, the Big Ten conference season, they're still 0-0. They got Rutgers coming up on the 27th. They got a bye this weekend. Just beat Rutgers, go 1-0 in conference play, and go be 3-1 overall, and you're off to a good start. So
They just announced the time. What time is that
11
game?
a.m.
Oh, fuck.
which kind of sucks,
Yeah.
but that just calls for some more time on campus afterwards.
Yes.
Little afternoon fun day.
A little more dorm stormy for Coach Mike Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, no, I think they'll be. I think if they realistically, and this is a tall order, especially after watching this Cal game, they're gonna have games where they play down to their competition. They'll play up to their competition like they typically do. If they go 7-2, and they beat either Ohio State or Oregon in one of those losses, and they go 7-2, I think they have a very good fucking shot at making it, or maybe being a top 2 team to make it to the Big Ten championship. But
Yeah,
people
the only
think I'm
thing they have to do
delusional.
is beat either Oregon or Ohio State,
and not lose to Purdue on homecoming,
which that's going to happen.
which it could very well happen, or lose to a shitty team like a really shit team. I don't know.
Rutgers.
Rutgers they're okay, but like they're not as bad as they used to be. But we shouldn't lose to Rutgers at home, or Michigan State, or even Nebraska. If we lose to Dylan Raiola on Friday night, I'm going to lose it.
I've already been thinking about that. I'm like, we cannot lose to that guy.
I don't want to. Oh, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it on some.
We need
Nebraska fans too.
we need to pump Cam with about 30 beers before that game and take a video of him chirping Raiola so that all the Nebraska fans can come after him, like what we did with Iowa last year.
Yeah, and videos can circulate around
See
Nebraska.
pictures of him
They're still sending pictures of
in
him.
Iowa Facebook groups with 20,000+ likes, pictures of Cam.
lot of just brutal comments on that.
Yeah.
But we put ourselves out there. We're gonna get hate. I've got some hate. I got a lot of expletives thrown at me.
I got hate on by the Atlanta Falcons official TikTok account.
Yep. And that's
Bullshit. Uncredited, too. They didn't credit my video. I worked really hard. I got my Jordan Addison jersey wet for that video. I took a shower fully clothed.
And then I saw that another page used the meme of me drinking that beer.
Yeah.
And they're using it again as Vikings fans sulking in their misery.
It's so good, though.
People are going to keep using that. And they'll probably keep using yours is just the start now. They're going to keep using that one.
I know. Now mine is circulated even more. It's just anytime you just search sad Vikings, it's just going to be my face or your face. But I guess that's the role we got to take in the fan base. We're happy to do it.
I think so.
All right. You want to talk hockey? A little hockey
Yeah.
here. So really interesting turn of events that we kind of found ourselves in the middle of last week. So we didn't really break this down because Bill was here and, wouldn't have made sense to just react to his comment live in the moment, knowing he can't comment on it. But if you missed it, so last week there was a report from Frank Savarelli on Wednesday morning, saying that Kirill turned down basically the biggest deal in NHL history, 8 years, 62 million, 92 million, something like that. And then Billy basically came on our show. Complete luck, by the way. This was, everyone's like, oh, did you guys call him up, after that news dropped and ask him if he wanted to do an instant interview? I'm like, no, he would not have done that. We planned this out weeks in advance. And we just got really lucky at the fact that this news dropped the same day. Also, to all the people saying he wasn't going to show up, go fuck yourself. Billy, he's not scared of anybody. He's not going to run away. Like, people thought he was going to cancel the interview. He wouldn't do that to us. He wouldn't do that to fans, I think. But, yeah, he basically came on our show and said that report didn't come from me. It didn't come from Kirill's side. I don't know where it came from, which doesn't necessarily mean that he denied the report, but I think he's got a mole in his organization. He doesn't know who it is, which is funny because Russo does. So, but just really interesting. Obviously, all the aggregators and the big ones, ESPN, K-Fan, we got a lot of love from that interview, and I think we were on the news that night. Just really lucky timing.
Yeah, no, I think that hit it on the head. I think that report personally was bullshit, and I think Bill Guerin was insinuating that, and I think Bill told us too. He said fans shouldn't be panicking.
Yeah,
and they need to calm down. And Kirill loves it here, and he's very confident they're going to come to a deal. And
he was at the golf tournament today or yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. The team has an annual golf tournament where you can play with a player. By the way, it's really expensive to play in. Otherwise, we would have been there, for everyone who wonders. But yeah, he was there today. He was talking with Leopold and I think some other people. It's not like he's not showing up to everything. They had captain's practice last week. Training camp starts Thursday or tomorrow if you're listening to this after the fact. I think what's going to happen is I think the report that there was no counter is the false part. That has to be incorrect, right? Or else he would have already been traded, or we'd already be talking about a trade.
Yeah, I think there definitely is I feel like there's an offer out there right now that they're still talking through, because I think, yeah, there would be some more suspicious activity happening. Then again, players in the NHL are not as bad as NFL players, where if they don't have a deal, I'm sitting out.
Right. They'll hold in.
I think NHL players they tend to be a little bit more, I guess, mature about it, where they'll still be around the team and I'm still contracted, I'm still going to do all these obligations. So, but I think I trust Bill Guerin when he says, Kirill wants it, loves it here. He knows that, and Bill's told us, and he has a great mentality that I think all general managers need to learn here in Minnesota, is that he's I want to win. I want to win. And he knows, Kirill, you can't just let a guy like that walk.
No.
You just can't.
And
it's not going to happen.
Russo pointed this out on his podcast, it wouldn't make a lot of sense if Kirill didn't want to be here because he wanted to win, he wanted to win now. All of the teams that are in win now mode probably wouldn't be able to afford him. He would probably have to get paid significantly less during his prime. He's making $9 million right now for one more year. The extension he got offered was $16 million a year, which is insane. It's more than anyone's ever been paid to play hockey professionally in the United States. I don't see a world where he's yeah, I'll get paid $6 if I get a shot at the cup, And so If he wants to make 16 a year, but he wants to win a cup, good luck finding a team. Like, also, there were so many Blackhawks fans in our mention. Sorry, Sarge, saying like he's gonna sign. No one wants to sign in Chicago right now.
I would love that.
You would love that, but it would not.
you would like
it
that.
wouldn't make sense. Like,
No.
if he doesn't want to stay in Minnesota because we haven't proven we can win yet, despite him being hurt in most of the playoff runs we've had.
He'd be taking a step back for sure if he was going to Chicago.
Yes.
Or
Sarge,
even
come
like
on
the
now.
Rangers, like a Rangers fans. I somehow got into Rangers Twitter, and I see all these fucking photoshops of AI of him wearing Rangers jerseys. I'm like, what indication gives you guys any belief that you're gonna land it?
It's strictly because there's like 2 Russians on that team.
Right.
That's it.
Igor.
Yeah, because I saw a lot of
Panarin.
that's exactly what I fucking heard. Is they're like, oh, he's eyeing New York, like they already know what Kirill's thinking. Like
We technically
he
have
loves New
2
York.
Russians now too. We have Yurov and
Yurov
Tarasenko.
and Tarasenko, yes.
so you guys can suck it for on the Russian argument. We just put it to bed.
And Tarasenko is a Stanley Cup winning player. Mm-hmm. So we got the Russians here. We have the winning pedigree on the team. We're no longer playing 2 players anymore. We have the cap opening up. I think Kirill knows that. Look, we've already made the playoffs despite even having the restrictions we've had the last few years, and we've still been very close at kind of just bursting past that first round, bursting that bubble. Now we have all this cap,
Yeah.
and he has all this room. Like this is the new era starts now, and I think he understands it. I think Bill has instilled that in him, and I think people are overreacting.
Which is
for
why,
sure.
like, I see it in the Instagram chat or YouTube chat from Stanley Steamer 12. Like, a 3 to 4 year deal, I think, is perfect because that way the organization can prove that they're making steps to get closer to a cup, and also the organization isn't gonna throw the bag at a 29-year-old who might have injury problems.
Yep.
Like what? I'm kind of glad we didn't sign him to 8 years because what happens when he's 36? What if his body is completely shot by then?
and we're just holding on to this.
And then you're
straggler.
back into Parisi Suter throwing
Yeah.
out 16 mil a year to maybe a guy who's not even playing. Like I don't want that to happen, but fucking A, like I don't hate it.
No, I really like I think a 3 to 4 year. 4 year would be ideal, but I think a 3 year would be great in the
Yeah,
fact
and then you just punt it.
It incentivizes.
Worry about it again in 3 years.
Yeah, it incentivizes. Yeah, because you can always re-sign them after that
Right.
for winning well, and then it incentivizes. I think Russo hit on this. It incentivizes the Wild and Bill Guerin to like, oh shit, no, we got to put in a high gear within this next year or
Not
two.
fuck this up.
Like
We got to win now.
We're not going to slowly rebuild and keep trying to build up players. And I think Bill's already in that mode no matter what. But now you have your best player that's only here for 3 more years, or at least right now, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to put in a high gear right now and get it going because, I think this team is on the precipice of just making it past the first round. We just
Great
want to
word,
make it past
Jake.
the fucking, yeah, it's a great word. Precipice. Just get past the first fucking round and
That's
we'll see
it.
what happens.
Just give us the cup. We'll take the second round, participation. That's all we're asking for, at least for 1 year. We realize this shit doesn't happen overnight.
And one quick thing that no one's brought up yet, Zuki and him are best friends, dude. That
I know.
definitely has something to do with it. I don't care what.
So,
other
dude,
people
moving
hear.
sucks so much.
Yeah.
Who wants to move? Moving is terrible. Even if you're as rich as him, you can't be any level of rich to the point where moving isn't at least still somewhat of an inconvenience. Even if people are all doing it for you, like, no, fuck that. Stay here, Kirill.
Yeah, he's already been so ingrained into this community, made a lot of friends. We've seen him out in the town and whatnot. I think he enjoys it here, and
Minnesota very much resembles Russia
very much so.
in a lot of negative ways.
We have a lot of accents
a
here
lot
in
of
Minnesota.
cold weather.
Very cold, and we got bears here too.
Some good vodka, some local vodka with Grey Duck and Tito's. It's Texas, but okay. Anything else in the Wild? I guess camp starts this week. I'm gonna try to go, try to see what we got. Brewing. They did do the rookie camp thing
The game
for the weekend, the games where
Yeah.
it was like kind of scrimmages. Didn't read much on that. I think Yurov looked good. I might have scored a couple goals. I don't know. I wanted to pay more attention to that, but I just didn't.
It's kind of hard. Like I was
I
looking
didn't
at
want
some
to put
highlights.
too many of my eggs in that basket.
Yeah, it's a bunch of rookies. I think there are definitely people watching that being like, the Wild didn't look good. No,
Yeah.
this is not the Wild.
Yeah.
100%.
The rookies.
And that's why I didn't watch it, because
Yeah.
I would have overreacted.
I know,
to it.
me too. I probably would have too. Like, oh man, because they are wearing the jerseys and
Oh, yeah.
everything, and it's really cool. But it's also these guys are. This is like, just this is really, really. This is like preseason to the preseason.
Yes, this is
Preseason.
just rookies before preseason.
So
Oh, and
relax.
the why isn't this guy on our team yet? You
right,
know?
right.
Well,
yeah,
he's playing other rookies,
we
other young guys.
Well, Jake, though, a counterpoint. Could we have done the roster spot bit? Yurov scored there. Who is a guy that they expect to make the roster? If he scored in the rookie game, does he? Maybe he earns half a roster spot and he has to earn the other half.
Preseason roster spot.
So maybe if he gets an assist during preseason, maybe that equals 1 or 2 assists. That's 1 full roster spot plus 1 goal during the rookie game.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
deal.
We got that. I think we can go with that now.
Yeah.
Yirov.
Also excited to see Volstad. Really hoping he takes some steps this year.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot from him. He hasn't been really. He's never been able to play during games when we are fully healthy and play a good stint consistently. So
Yeah. I heard, I can't remember who it was, if it was like during a TV broadcast or a podcast or something, but someone said something about Wallstad that like I can't unsee now. They said despite being a really tall guy, he looks so short in the net. And now every time he gives up a high goal, I'm just going to be haunted by that.
it's like, damn it,
Like,
Alex Stalock.
yeah.
Oh man, no.
Short guy, athlete though.
Yeah,
Peter Mrazek, Sarge, athlete.
Yeah.
there's still very good short goalies that have been successful in the
They're
NHL.
frisky,
so.
dude. They're like little ankle biters.
They're just
Throw a
little
poke check out there.
speedy critters in net, man.
Yeah.
They're super mobile and can fly around that crease. What they make up or what they lack in height, they make up for in speed around
Just
the
like
crease.
aggressiveness, like
Yeah.
just attacking you out there.
Like almost scary.
All right, let's we'll close out the show talking about the Twins. Right when
Oh,
you...
we don't want to do Ryder Cup? Or
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, Ryder Cup. So they played fall series in Napa Valley this week. Scotty Scheffler wins. No surprise.
no shit.
Good stuff out of Ben Griffin. I think he finished second, was leading going into Sunday. JJ Spawn, I think, was top 10. Who else was top 10? I think Russell Henley was top 20. Harris English was like 40th. JT 69th. Nice, I think.
Great.
But Ryder Cup guys look good. Little practice. 8 out of 10 of the players were there. Xander just had a kid, which the golf community is like, oh yeah, he just had a kid. It makes sense why he didn't go to the tournament. 2 weeks before the Ryder Cup. As a McCarthy fan, now I'm panicking about Xander Schauffele and his testosterone lossage, 20 to 30%.
We'll see. He'll maybe perform. Xander's got a little more experience than McCarthy
Yeah, that's a good point.
in his sport, so
a good point.
might be fine. We'll see.
Yeah, obviously Bryson couldn't play either, which was unfortunate.
He's going to be fine.
He'll be fine.
He doesn't
He's
give a fuck.
He's still trying to hit ping pong balls into a solo cup.
I saw that.
I love his shit, dude.
I think
love
he
that.
did it though, didn't
Did he?
I think he did it.
Okay, I haven't seen it come up in a few days. I do follow him, so I don't know. I would have seen it.
Yeah, I've been watching it. I've watched a couple of those, and it's like I think he was just getting pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, I have this fucking Bentley in my house. Can I
Yeah.
just get this?
It's
This is too
massive.
small of a cup.
Inconvenience.
Yeah.
And you got to chase down like now 100 plus ping pong balls a day. Although I think he's got like assistants to do
He
that.
definitely has people doing it for him.
But yeah, dude, Ryder Cup 2 weeks from now, a little less than 2 weeks from now. I'm fucking amped.
Same.
All the European players played in a DP World Tour event on Sunday, which I caught a little bit of. But yeah, we're close. I mean, I just hope it's a good one. I hope we're close. Hope it comes down to Sunday. If not that, I hope US just races them.
Throttle. If it's going to be a blowout, obviously U.S. throttle them on Saturday, get it done, and then just put the nail.
Then
in
we
the
can
coffin
enjoy
Sunday.
football Sunday, and maybe put it on a secondary screen. Just check in. Oh yeah, we're still
Relax.
winning singles matches. We're dominating.
I think that's the morning the Vikings play in Dublin, or it's one of the
Oh,
games.
I think you're right. I think you might be right.
Play at 8:30 or whatever. So I think that's Sunday morning. So.
Yeah, so Ryder Cup is 26th through the 28th, and yes, that is the Dublin game. So,
Okay.
a couple good things happening in the morning there. And the Wild play the Hawks in a preseason game.
Woo!
That's going to be a sports mecca
It's
day
a big
right there.
Sunday preseason. I love it.
Do the Hawks have like players they could play? Like Their full roster is
Ass.
a preseason roster.
Correct.
Minus
They're gonna be
Bedard
terrible.
and maybe Donato.
Yeah, dude, they're gonna suck. You don't have to worry about them at all. It'll be a series sweep. It's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
Nice.
In terms of golf, not really much else. I did see Charlie Hall won on the LPGA Tour. She's the one who smokes cigarettes on the course.
Oh, nice. Badass.
Very attractive.
Okay. Yeah.
Good for her.
Right up my
She's
alley.
a proper English woman.
Very good.
Loves her cigarettes.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
good
love
for her.
that.
All right, now we'll end the show with Twins news. Sarge, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah.
Of
All
what-
right.
of what,
so,
what happened today.
basically this morning on the morning show, John Bonus, who is with Gleeman and the Geek podcast, and he does some other Twin stuff, but he went to the game last Friday against the Diamondbacks, and he's a part of the My Twins Reward app, which is just like any other reward program. You know, you put in your stuff, put in your codes or whatever, and you accrue points. Well, basically, they cleaned house, got rid of all the good shit, including just your normal concession stand stuff, and it was all stuff of former Twins. And I have breaking news right now.
It's like a TJ Maxx. Not that TJ Maxx doesn't have good shit, but it's stuff that wasn't wanted elsewhere.
Yep.
And that is now
Yeah.
But from John Bonus himself, they heard Twins fans. Concession cash is available again. For rewards points just in time for Dollar Dogs Night. So they basically heard everyone bitching, and now they've updated their app. But
Wow.
just the fucking poll ads or something.
Why would
and then didn't they also have stuff on there as well that was left over from like first 10,000 fans
Correct,
get free
correct,
this?
which they
and
already
they were
have.
charging people rewards points for that.
Yes.
That's insane. That was like free when you got into the game.
Right.
Correct.
For anybody.
That's
Correct.
probably because there wasn't enough people to go to the games to even get the free stuff.
Correct, boss man.
Jesus Christ.
I just don't know.
What-
I'm just at a loss for words right
what
now.
What do you do?
Well, these fans that have stuck to, that have been with this team this long, this late into the season in September, that are still trying to use points, that are obviously still a fan like that, for you to just cuck them over like that and just have like it's a Walmart twin store.
Might as well rip the seats out and make fans bring their own chairs.
Yeah, why not?
Fuck it.
Yeah, and then you'll charge fans like $100 to buy a temporary seat back or something like that. I'm surprised they don't do that. Like they do it like
They're probably
like
listening to
the big
this
stadium.
show and they're like, "Oh my god!" And we can charge people for chairs.
Let's
'Cause
take
they're
out.
not going to show up with their own.
Yep, let's take out seats, make benches, but we know that's gonna be too uncomfortable. We can charge them for a comfortable seat backs for $150.
And then we can sell the honorary Target Field original seats for rewards points,
Yep.
along with Carlos Correa jerseys.
Seriously.
That's insane to me. And then the fact that I feel like giving concession credit is probably the last thing to incentivize fans coming in for the last 10 games. And you just take away the ability for them to, which concessions are insanely expensive, insanely priced still probably. And
Outside of dollar hot dogs, that's like the only thing you got to give them credit for.
that's still a great promo. But
I actually didn't
this is
think about
crazy.
this until now, guys. Like, how big of a logistical nightmare do you think it was on deadline day for like all the jerseys in stock in the pro shop and all the jerseys and all the various knickknacks with the players' names, like getting rid of 11 players in one day, including multiple fan favorites and a local guy. That must have been such a nightmare for, like, I get that, you mark stuff down, but there's no way you get rid of all of it. Like a Harrison Bader jersey in the pro shop, like you could mark that down to $15. I don't know if you're going to sell them all, at least of all the inventory you have.
Just send all those jerseys to either Brazil
I think that's what they do.
or
Africa, or what do you call it? UNICEF?
yeah, or some what are those fucking grocery stores that you see up north? I don't know. There's some
Colburn's?
like not Coburn's, like they're like Super One
Super
Foods.
Ones.
Oh,
Yep.
Super
Send
One
them to the
Foods.
Super One Foods up in north of Brainerd.
Yep.
People will buy them.
Yep.
Those folks up there will buy them.
Yep.
I don't know, but you got to think it might have been an all day thing. They're like, oh, blah blah, just got traded. Let's go take down all their jerseys. As they just take those down, Correa just got traded. Oh fuck! Like half of the
Especially, oh,
wall was
fuck.
probably empty.
That's got to be half the inventory is Correa jerseys. You'd think
That
that's got to be on. If you had jerseys on hand, Correa had to be the number one seller or the number one on hand, maybe next to
Top
Joe
three.
Ryan or Pablo or Royce Lewis. I don't know.
Buxton.
Dude. Either way, what a nightmare. Oh, Buxton, yeah, I suppose. God, poor Buxton.
And poor Lopez. He's out
Poor
there.
Lopez. Poor Joe Ryan. I did see Joe Ryan had a great moment where he had a strikeout and then he yelled at the batter, "Fuck you," and it was caught on camera. That was one. That's a positive.
He's a great. I'm glad we didn't trade him. I mean, there's a few players I didn't want them to trade. Of
I
course.
mean, how you
but,
trade Louis Varland and not,
Yeah,
him is crazy.
it's a little upsetting what they did,
Yeah.
but I guess I'm not surprised. And this whole scamming thing that they're trying to do, and they won't call it a scam. They'll try to cover it up. It's
They'll
just-
probably say it was like a glitch with the app.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, it was a glitch. Okay, well, a glitch would have been like, Twins rewards is a down
Or
temporarily.
like, yeah, you get like a 404 error when you try to check out or something.
Yeah, no, there were players bobbleheads and jerseys that are no longer on the team, and we're in September.
No, you did an estate sale. And you charge people way too much for stuff.
Trade deadline was almost 2 months ago. What the fuck are you doing? This just lines up with pullheads behavior. It's like they're trying now at this point to eliminate fans.
Sarge and I were like talking about it. We're like, are they just idiots? Maybe they're not super cheap and like maybe they're just really dumb. Maybe they don't have any intelligence whatsoever and they think that this is smart stuff to do to run a business and it's not. Maybe they're just really low IQ people.
No,
Maybe they deep down they do care, but they're like, well, we need to find ways to save money, and they think this is the solution. That's all. They're either evil or really stupid. I know it's not anything else outside of those two options.
Yeah, they might not even know that there are standings and records in baseball.
They think this is just like a concert, it's just it happens.
They
and
think
then
it's just
over, and then that's it.
They think it's just like going to watch fireworks with your family. It's just an event you go with your family and watch guys play baseball meaninglessly for 9 innings. And, we're trying to create a fan experience, and that's it.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's something called a record and
Yep.
playoffs and
And these
World
things
Series.
that we won, back in the day called championships.
Yeah, well, the best part about it is the points don't go over to next year either. So, yeah, it's just
They don't
They don't carry over? Why would they?
I mean, seriously, fuck these people.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I feel, dude, and I know that there's like older people who have been, season ticket holders probably for 3 decades. That go to every game and get a hot dog, and they've toughed it out. They got to give in too.
Those people are, and which is sad. Those people are probably honestly really close.
Yeah.
Being done, and those are the diehard people going back to the Metrodome.
I mean, we had friends with season tickets, like Ploas. He probably had season tickets for like 10 years.
Yeah, and he was just like, I'm done.
He instantly canceled after the deadline.
Yeah.
People should go grab the shirt.
Yeah. I didn't think we were going to have to plug it again because I didn't think there'd be an opportunity, but here we are again. The poll reset the counter of days since the poll ads fucked up running the team and reset it to today.
Yeah,
Because
days since the pull ads have been fucking clowns.
all right.
Annoying.
Final thing I had, still related to the Twins somewhat. Did we talk about Ant doing batting practice and hitting a home run?
I don't think so.
Yet.
Yelling "fuck yeah" or whatever happened.
And he was just like, he was acting like it was just any day. Like
Yeah,
he
dude.
does it. I love that guy.
Love this guy so much.
He's awesome.
I really wish he wasn't a basketball player so he could be like a full-time content creator and just like do a different thing in a different place every day.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about him traveling,
Right.
China and everything, and now he's hitting home runs. And I know the obvious joke here is like, oh, add him to the team, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you want to play for the Twins, Anthony Edwards.
No.
Firstly, another MLB team can pick you up. But I now want to see him on skates, see what he can do on skates.
I think we have to at this point. He's tried everything else, right? He's
done football bit.
done football. I mean, yeah, he could be good at football, just based on like it's a lot of the same skill sets athletically. I think he clearly can hit a baseball a mile. I bet he can throw one pretty fast. I'd be interested to see him with a golf club. I feel like there's probably some Top Golf footage out there somewhere of him.
He's just doing a Happy Gilmore. And
If he,
real life Happy Gilmore.
all jokes aside, if he's able to skate, it's a miracle.
Well, yeah,
It's not something I think anyone could just do. It's hard.
it is, and I just remember going back to when we first drafted him. The news was that I bet I could play hockey, or I'd be playing hockey, or I could be a great hockey player, or whatever, if I wasn't playing basketball. And so, you know what? Seeing him hit a home run, and hearing his confidence about hockey, like he had in that quote back in the day, I think we got to see him suit up on the ice.
I feel like
Try out.
he could have a mean corner kick too. I feel like he could be a really good soccer player.
Yeah, I think he could, and he probably would have a corner kick that curves into the net.
Yeah, or he could do like a bicycle or like a diving header.
Guy's just an athlete. #athlete.
Yeah.
He's great.
He could also probably play for the Rocker, the esports team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he
loves video games,
he's a
right?
gaming guy. Yes.
He left his family to for Thanksgiving dinner and was getting chirped in the Starting Five documentary. Remember that?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, they're like, Anthony, we're hungry. He's like, all right, just gotta finish up this game of Fortnite.
Yeah. And he brings his Xbox with him on the
Yeah.
road.
Oh,
I
that's
guess, all the time.
Yeah. So he definitely could do that too.
Yeah. I think he could be a gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Minnesota East bring a championship to the Minnesota Rocker.
Yep.
Let's see it.
All right, folks, that just about does it. Another episode of 10K TV, the Tuesday night edition. Make sure to follow 10K Takes on all socials. Get Captain's Patch at captainspatch.com. Most Total Wines liquor stores. Now that the X is coming back, the G Spot and the Wild are coming back, we'll be able to start drinking those at Wild games again. And, if you are still going to Twins games, it is sold the Gate 34 tap wall or left field self-serve cooler. I have had people ask me where to get it at Target Field, and I will always support Captain's Patch and the lovely people who sell it there, just not the ownership. So, all right, and check out our merch also on 10ktakesmn.com. These sweet Vikings hats are going fast. The supply of them on the shelf is depleting, and once they're gone, they're gone. So get them now before the Carson Wentz dynasty begins, because the price of them the value of them will only go up once he has a generational comeback. But